looking live at Tartan Arena on the campus of Tartan High School in Oakdale, Minnesota, as North St. Paul Tartan gets ready to host Visitation in girls high school hockey action. Ringside from Tartan Arena, Jeff Disher here as we get set to see the fourth game of the season with North St. Paul and Tartan, or North St. Paul Tartan against Visitation. North St. Paul enters the contest at 2-1 with the Visitation Blazers at 1-2. As just introduced, Jeff Disher here ringside from Tartan Arena, and with a cast of a few getting ready to bring you high school hockey action here on a lovely Tuesday night. And as we get set to see these two teams, first for North St. Paul Tartan, we talk about the goaltender, Nicole James, number 1 in net, and you see the tail of the tape for both teams. As North Tartan is scoring 4 goals a game, averaging 3 allowed, and they're outshooting opponents 82-54 through the first 3 games. Starting goaltenders for both teams, though, Nicole James for North St. Paul Tartan and Katie Pagel for Visitation as we are underway from Tartan Arena. Over on the far side of the ice, Visitation controls this. It'll be dropped over to Jenna Revenu, and North St. Paul Tartan will regather and come up ice. That pass was courtesy of Jill Tabaka. Over right circle, quick shot and a save made by Pagel. And you saw in the graphic for Visitation, they are allowing 6.7 goals per game, scoring 3 on the season so far. 16:31 to go in the opening frame as the puck is dropped and the face-off won by Visitation. Over near side of the ice into a rugby scrum, this will go. Puck will get out of that scrum and go to Visitation. This is Hemauer over on the far side, and around the corner it'll go. North St. Paul Tartan will regather and send it up ice. Waiting for it is Daniela Kretsch, who has 4 points on the season, one of those being goals. Early stages here, 15:53, 2-1 to go in the opening frame, as North St. Paul Tartan gathers this. They work it up ice, and we're past the fastest score of the season for North St. Paul Tartan, that coming in their last game at 13 seconds from Peyton Schwantez against St. Croix Valley a few days ago. Brought back forward by North St. Paul Tartan, and Visitation not letting them get into the offensive zone, where they have made a home in recent games. Brought ahead, though, by North St. Paul Tartan, and a quick shot from just inside the right circle goes by the wayside. And about 2 minutes in, we are still scoreless. Visitation, though, having trouble controlling in their own end as this one is picked up on the far side by Garcia Munoz. Munoz will work that up to neutral, but not much further. Visitation definitely needing to get on the offensive side, or the attacking side rather, if they are to have success. As that one quickly lobbed in by Ellie Volkers. Visitation, by the way, only scoring 1 goal in first periods this season so far. Bodies flying in the far corner as Visitation trying to get out of their defensive zone. Tartan not allowing it as Peyton Schwantez picks this up. Quick shot from Tabaka goes by the wayside. And a shot down low in the slot area will also do just that. In the corner, North Tartan will control. Quick shot from the point by Schwantez, and it goes in. Schwantez gets the original shot, didn't see if it was tipped by a player in front. And the first goal of the game goes against Katie Pagel, North St. Paul Tartan with a 1-0 lead. Time of the goal, 2:54. We'll get a replay here. The original shot comes from Schwantez. It looked like it was tipped by Wold. We'll wait for the official announcement, and we'll get it to you as North St. Paul Tartan looking to go to work once more. They give the goal to Lily Wold, her first goal of the season, and the assist should go to Schwantez, her first. .254 the time of the goal, even strength for North St. Paul Tartan, who are looking to add to their 1-0 lead. Quick shot from the right circle, save made, and the rebound floats behind the cage. Now Visitation playing from behind as they look to send it ahead with Munoz. Puck stolen from her, and it comes to North St. Paul Tartan, who are just content with a dump and chase sort of mentality with a 1-0 lead. I would be as well. Visitation, though, struggling to get out of their offensive zone, as is the case. Quick shot on the steal for North Tartan goes by the wayside, excuse me, as the rugby scrum in the corner results in Visitation winning the scrum and not being allowed to get out of the area behind their own goal line until just now. Brought back to neutral ice and dumped in. 12:25 to play in the opening frame as the puck bouncing around like a jumping bean at center. Picked up on the near side rather by Kretsch, and her pass goes the length, or almost went the length. It was intended for Kate Killian. North Tartan will pick this one up, and they cannot outlet through the zone with it as Tabaka tried to fight her way through. It comes back over to Kate Killian, who picks it up for Visitation but has it stolen from. Quick shot from the slot, save made, but a rebound goes in. Looked like Novak, time of the goal 5:13. We'll see a replay here in the slot area. Nice pass. And it looked to be put home by either Tabaka or, I believe, I'm going to go with Tabaka, but we'll wait for the announcement momentarily, as Visitation will control. Dumped in as 11:33 remains in the opening frame. North Tartan looking to add to their 2-0 lead. Puck will be brought over, in Visitation looking to pick it up with Kretsch. Tabaka from Novak is how that second goal should read for North St. Paul Tartan. For Tabaka, it is her second goal of the season, Novak's third assist. And North Tartan going to work. Puck kicked ahead by Volkers, and Volkers tried to center one. Puck tipped out by Pagel. Back into the corner it'll go, and around the bend. First to the puck for Visitation was Hannah Allen, and she sent it back the other direction. Now the puck loose in the left circle. It was Volkers who picked it up, but she couldn't get a shot away. Now Visitation dumps it down. This will go on goal, and it's swept by James out front. Usually not the best thing to do if you're a goaltender, but with a 2-0 or a 2-0 lead rather, I suppose you could get away with it more times than not. North Tartan with possession, and the lion's share of the possession here in the the middle stages of the opening frame. As this will go the length of the ice, picked up by Hackman for North Tartan. Now that pass off a skate of Aaron Wapsie and swept back ahead by Kate Killian. Down the ice we go. 9.5 minutes to play in the opening frame. And sent down by Ann Killian. And around the corner for fresh bodies for Visitation. Pass intercepted by Visitation there is North Tartan having a little bit of trouble getting out, but they rectify that real quick. Young, no, check that. McClellan dumped it down to get off the ice to complete the line change for North Tartan. Kept in by Wold at the line. And now North Tartan going to work. This is Tabaka, or Tabaka rather, as she steals the puck in the slot, raced to it. Looked like it was won by Wold, or check that, Novak. And now North Tartan will regather at center with Tabaka. Visitation, I do notice having trouble controlling the puck for extended stretches. 8:20 to play in the opening frame. As we want to thank those of you tuning in on Town Square TV as well. Visitation will come out with the puck. Through the neutral zone it'll go. And again, no sustained possession for Visitation to speak of. Here come North Tartan back up the way. They go across the red line and in onside. Rosler picked it up. And she had her pass from Lambert come back over her stick. Now Visitation looking to dump the puck down. Are we going to get an icing? We do. 7.5 minutes to go in the game's opening frame. Jeff Disher here with a cast of a few. And we're glad you've spent some of your Tuesday night with us here at Tartan Arena. You see North Tartan head coach Jamie Nowicki, her second season, a 6-9-1 overall record as the bench boss. And her North St. Paul Tartan charges ahead 2-0 so far, as they are looking to extend that lead. Hedberg gets this. And now North Tartan looking to go to work once more. Puck dumped in as 6:45 now remains in the opening frame. Visitation looking to go to work with Kretsch around the corner, and she couldn't help maintain the possession for Visitation. Clean game so far in the first 10.5 minutes. North Tartan with a shot in the slot area. I believe that came from Curtis, and the save is made. 6:21 to go in the opening frame. So a note about one other Visitation athletic program. They won the Class A swim and dive tournament over the weekend. Did Visitation, but that's in Class A. That meet occurring this past Saturday afternoon at the U of M. Brought back ahead by Visitation. This is Munoz working into the low slot. She's forced off her angle into the corner by North Tartan and their defense. Brought back ahead by Visitation. That pass intended for Killian, who has to regather the trash near the goal line. Kept alive by North Tartan, who entered offside. So goals from Tabaka and Wold have North Tartan up 2-0. And North Tartan are 2-0 on the season after scoring the game's opening goal. Visitation with the face-off victory as they look to work their way ahead. And that puck out of play. 5.5 minutes to play in the opening frame from Tartan Arena. And by the way, we mentioned in the open that North St. Paul Tartan was out shooting opponents 82-54. Visitation, just for comparison's sake, being outshot 86-32, just for the sake of comparison. That is a minus 54 in the shots on goal tally as North Tartan looking to add to their lead. Great save, Pagel. Whistle goes, stopping play. What have we? The net is off. And that is an immediate whistle as you see Lily Wold and company skating off the ice for fresh legs. Here's a replay of that last offensive sequence for North St. Paul Tartan. Great save, Katie Pagel. And another one may have not knocked the net off as North Tartan win the draw. Rosler working her way to the back of the net. And Visitation will clear this out to center, but no further. Dumped back in by Schwantez, who, as we indicated earlier in the period, has North Tartan's fastest goal of the year at 13 seconds into the game against St. Croix Valley a few days ago. Friday night, as it turned out. Visitation now looking to get back, or to get on the board, I should say, and get back in the offensive zone, in the attacking mind. North Tartan working their way ahead, though, on the steal. And offside at the line are North Tartan. 4:21 to go, opening frame. These two teams as well split the season series last year, and the road team won both contests. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, those contests were both one-goal games. Slight delay. I believe a mouth guard was left on the ice. But we're ready to go in the neutral zone. Puck is down. Visitation won the draw. As that one comes out to Olsen. Olsen worked it back down to Killian. And Visitation needing some sustained offensive zone time that they have not been able to get in the first 13 minutes as Pagel forced to make another save. This will go to Schwantez. And back towards Pineda Martinez. And that is eschewed away by Pagel. Picked up by Olsen. Over on the far side, she got it over to Carolyn Doran. Doran without a point so far on the season. North Tartan with a shot that goes wide. 3.5 minutes to play in the game's opening frame. Picked up by Killian over on the near side, and Killian got it over to Kretsch. Kretsch worked it out to the neutral zone, raced to the puck, easily won by North Tartan as they'll regather. Crisp pass to Volkers, who was offside at the line. 3:10 to go in the opening frame. As you see North Tartan's bench, North Tartan, I'd love to have the shots on goal count. I do not. But I do know that North St. Paul Tartan has outshot in its first 3 games, they've outshot opponents by an average of 7 shots per game. Ah, you have it. It is North Tartan with 9 and Visitation with none. Thank you, Mr. Schuyler. I appreciate that, and I appreciate those of you in the truck. 2:53 left to go in the opening frame. You see the shots on goal in that second row of the scoreboard. I like the innovation, though. 2:43 left to play in the period. As Visitation will pick this one up and look to go to work. Visitation looking for an official shot on goal. As North Tartan will skate in 1-on-3, and usually 1 into 3 doesn't go, and that is proven by Visitation there. Brought back ahead by Munoz. And dumped in. 2 minutes and a dime remaining in the opening frame. As this is picked up by Kretsch and sent down. Brought ahead by North Tartan as that one tipped on, courtesy of Wold. Now into the offensive zone come North Tartan as they work their way down low into the corner. It'll come back to Knobloch. Now brought ahead by North Tartan into the offensive zone, dropped off by Novak, and the shot goes around the corner. 125, not an official shot on goal, by the way, as Visitation will dump that the length of the ice for a whistle and an icing call. 1:19 to play. First Canto from here at Tartan Arena. Really quick opening period of play. As you see Nicole James finally, a 3.0 goals against average and an .833 save percentage, entering play tonight. As a quick shot there, just out of the reach of Pagel as it went through the crease from Schwantez. Schwantez withdrew, but she knocked that puck back towards the offensive zone. Final minute of play as Visitation finally enters the zone. And a quick shot from the right circle goes wide, so Visitation still without a shot on goal. Brought back ahead by North Tartan as they'll skate around the corner. 42 seconds to play in the game's opening frame. Picked up by Schwantez, and she's waiting for reinforcements. Schwantez and company work into a rugby scrum. And that puck tomahawked out by Visitation. Puck worked ahead to Munoz, and Munoz will enter the zone. North Tartan says not so fast. 10 seconds to play in the period. As North Tartan will look to have Pineda Martinez handle this. Final 3 seconds, and North Tartan will go into the locker room with a 2-0 lead. After the first 17 minutes of play, it's Jill Tabeka with her second goal of the year. Riley Novak with the assist. Lily Wold with her first goal of the year. Schwantez with an assist. And it's 2-0 North Tartan at the end of 17 minutes. We will have the second period coming up and first intermission activity coming up as well. High school hockey is yours on SCC this evening.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know,
I heard.
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
You see certain things get reincarnated in your children. My daughter is very much inspired by my wife's artistic pursuits. So my daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops. My dad wasn't around. And I remember riding a bike and falling off and cutting myself, and me never just wanting to get back on it. People ask, how your children learn how to ride a bike, and you didn't. I didn't teach them. I just created an environment where they taught themselves, and all I had to do was be there.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Hi, I'm Carson Kressley. Of all the most valuable resources in the world, kindness is the most precious. For more than 140 years, American Humane has been working to make the world a kinder place for animals. Rescuing those caught in disasters, protecting animals on our farms, on the silver screen, and the world's remarkable and endangered species who need our care to help them survive. All of us can make a difference by making humane choices at the supermarket, in our choice of entertainment, and by supporting conservation and rescue efforts. It's not hard at all. Make being kind a lifestyle choice and visit AmericanHumane.org for simple ways you can help build a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for animals and for all of us.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
See you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it in my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at underlay in my head?
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
Back at Tartan Arena, first intermission of play as North Tartan, or first intermission after a wild first period of play, we'll say, from a goal scoring perspective. North Tartan leads Visitation 2-0 after 17 minutes of play, and we'll get a chance to see the two goals in a moment, as it is Jill Tabeka who took a Peyton Schwantez shot from the point and tipped it home. The first goal was Lily Wold from Novak. And then Tabeka lit the lamp for the second goal of the game for North Tartan. So it is Wold first, Tabeka second. Officially 2-0, and keep in mind, this stat page that you're seeing here, strictly unofficial. We have shots on goal for North Tartan at 9 to no shots on goal for Visitation, so that's why you see the 7 saves in Katie Pagel's kitty, I suppose. No carryover power play, no penalty minutes, and no penalties in that opening frame, so thus no power play numbers for either team. Clean first period of play, which is really not all that surprising, but I expect that to change as we get down the line in these final 34 minutes of play. But coming into the game, as we talk about the power plays, Visitation has a 25% power play at 2 for 8. North Tartan's power play, 2 for 11, which is just over 18%. North Tartan's penalty kill, just over 81%, or just under 82%, I should say. Visitation killing 2 out of every 3 penalties so far. Realistically, 4 for 6, which is 66% for those of us who like percentages. You see the Metro East standings from last season as North Tartan is second from the rear in that conference. South St. Paul losing 2 games of their 10 played in the conference. Followed up by Simley at 6-2-1. Hill Murray at a perfect 5-0 in the conference with a 14-3 overall record, which would be more important. Matamidi and Hastings with 4 wins each. North Tartan with 2 wins and a tie in Metro East play. And Two Rivers, St. Paul with one win in 10 conference games last season, finishing 2-16-1 in conference play last season. And we switch to this year's records on the overall side of things. None of these teams have played a conference game as yet. So North Tartan 2-1 on the season, Visitation 1-2. Although, let's put an asterisk in the Visitation column if we can. Visitation, 1 of 10 independent schools in the state of Minnesota, along with schools like Hibbing Chisholm, North Shore Gentry Academy up near the TCO Sports Garden in White Bear Lake, Moose Lake, Morris Benson, Breckenridge, Wahpeton, International Falls, and Rock Ridge, the other independent schools. But period 2 upcoming. We will have that for you coming up next.
On February 19, 2007, my Humvee was hit by a roadside bomb. I feel like I should have died on the battlefield, but I'm here. I feel like God's given me an opportunity to grow as an individual and have another lease on life. The Coalition of Suit America's Heroes is the leading nonprofit that is helping veterans across this nation. They've already saved countless lives, and they can save countless more lives. We need your help.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
In 2010, Liz was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. After losing her job due to treatment, she was left with few options. A housing voucher gave her hope that she could find a place to live with her daughter. To her surprise, that same voucher would result in her being denied housing.
I felt so dejected and ashamed. It was shocking to me that people actually just discriminated against you for the type of income you were utilizing to pay your rent.
Now, thanks to a new law in New York State, it is illegal for people like Liz to be denied housing based on their source of income. Do you use non-wage income such as veterans or disability benefits, Section 8 vouchers, or child support to pay for housing? If you suspect discrimination, call 1-800-788-9898 to contact the New York State Office of the Attorney General or visit endincomebiasny.com.
I am at this point proud to say that I am using my voucher and a proud renter of an apartment where my daughter and I are very happily living.
Woo! 911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Today, as airports, stores, and streets sit empty, it's easy to feel grounded, to feel distant. But at Miracle Flights, we've been providing the cure for distance since 1985, and we've learned something from the thousands we've helped along the way. We've learned that people are resilient, that families are strong, that setbacks today become triumphs tomorrow. We've learned that we rise by lifting others, and that love conquers distance every time. Hang in there. We'll soar again soon.
Do you know a veteran who served in Vietnam and later died due to Agent Orange exposure or PTSD? Nearly 3 million Americans served in Vietnam. Most returned home, but thousands have had their lives cut short.
Our brother, Staff Sergeant Jim Gumble, U.S. Army.
My daddy, Malcolm James Stanford, Vietnam.
For my father and my hero, Ramon Luis Rodriguez Garcia, U.S. Army.
The In Memory program honors these veterans through a special ceremony held at the Wall in Washington, D.C. Families are invited to read their loved ones' names. Many of these family members suffered for decades alongside their veterans as they fought illnesses related to their service. You can nominate your loved one to have their service recognized on the site of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It costs nothing to nominate a veteran. Please visit vvmf.org/inmemory today.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Welcome back to Tartan Arena as high school hockey is yours on SCC and Town Square TV on a lovely Tuesday night. North Tartan leads after 17 minutes of play by a count of 2-0. We wanted to touch, for those of you watching on the Visitation side of the ledger, we wanted to touch on some fun facts about the Visitation School. First off, and I mentioned this during the opening period, but Visitation's Class A swimming and diving team won the state championship over the weekend at the University of Minnesota. Visitation's first graduating class had 4 members, and the grad class of 2019 had 77. But Visitation School was established also in 1873, with the current location in Mendota Heights being the school's 4th location. And contrary to, or actually not contrary per se, but aligned rather with belief, Visitation School in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area does have ties to an academy in St. Louis, Missouri. So, wanted to introduce those on the North Tartan side to Visitation in a non-hockey way, and we were glad to be able to do that for you. As North Tartan retakes the ice for period number 2, the teams will switch ends, where North Tartan will skate left to right on your television screen. Visitation from right to left, as you see Nicole James. She's 2-1 on the season. She's faced 54 shots in her first 3 games. That means she's faced 18 shots per game, and that's elementary school level division for you. As Visitation will come back on the ice, Katie Pagel had 10 starts last season with an .842 save percentage. We won't even mention the goals against average, it's up there, we'll just say. But she's faced 54 shots in her first 3 starts. She's allowed 12 goals, as you see the split screen of the goaltenders. And it's good to see that a certain mind in the production truck and yours truly are in sync. As we get ready for the second period of play, both teams getting final instructions. I wonder what you do here for Visitation, in all honesty. You need more offensive zone time if you're Visitation, especially down 2 goals. And you need to stay clean. So I believe that is Billy Belmore with the Vegas Golden Knights cap on. His second season, 16 games as the head man for Visitation. Puck is down and we're ready to go. Second period of play from Tartan Arena. And how I wanted to be a fly in the locker room there for Visitation, but the period looking to start the same way the first period did, as North Tartan with control. Now Visitation will skate out after that pass was deflected. Up ice they go. This is Munoz sending it down low, and the puck picked up by Elena Martinez. 5 points on the season for Martinez, as that one is worked over to Caitlin Hackman. Martinez works this one on to the near half wall, and it's picked up by Visitation, kept alive by Munoz. Munoz backhands that one down low, and around the corner it will go. Puck brought on by North Tartan. And the shot by Wold goes by the wayside. Quick shot from the point, blocked away by Pagel. 15:40 to go in the second period of play. First moments of the game's second period. Glad you've joined us at Tartan Arena. As that one is dumped in by Visitation for fresh legs. Seen a lot of that tonight on the idea of the dump and chase. Aaron Young will work this one ahead. Actually, check that. That's Schwantez. 15 and a dime remaining in the second period of play as the puck is battled for in the neutral zone. The battle won by Carolyn Doran, and Doran threw that ahead to Claire Olson. Olson couldn't get a shot away, and now Visitation with some extended zone time. And just as I say that, North Tartan works this one into the neutral zone and beyond. No icing, though. Commentator's curse, I suppose. I'll let you decide. Anyway, that one will go through the zone, icing waived, and we'll play on. Visitation with a line change upcoming. North Tartan will pick up the trash and send it into the offensive zone. Martinez with a shot. Save made. Pagel. Rebound. Left circle. Shot and a goal. That should be Hedberg. If I saw that correctly, no. Hackman and Hedberg were first back in or to the bench. We'll see a replay of it here. That was actually not Hedberg. I believe that is Hackman with her first goal of the season. We'll get the announcement momentarily just to be sure. And it does sound like it's Hackman's goal from the natural sound I'm able to hear. North Tartan picking up where they left off. Ellie Volkers and Elena Martinez getting credit for assists on the Hackman goal. And it's North Tartan with a 3-goal lead. And they're looking to run and hide. Brought back ahead by North Tartan. And now puck stolen, left circle, quick shot, save made Pagel. And play halted with 13:40 left to play in the second period of play. You see Pagel there, who has had quite a night defensively, we'll say. And the face-off in the circle to her right. Puck down, face-off won by North Tartan. Brought back around the corner. And into the corner, right into a scrum. Puck picked up by Kretsch. Now Visitation looking to stem the tide a little bit. As 13:15 remains in the second. Puck picked up on the far side by Killian, bounces out into the left circle. Kept alive by Pineda Martinez. Race to the puck won by Schwantez. And Schwantes throws this over to Sarah Curtis. Curtis threw that one back to Wapsie. And over to grab the puck is Kretsch. Kretsch back behind, halts, and throws it near side to Doran. Doran has it stolen from her by Tabaka. 12.5 minutes left to play in the second period. That puck off the side of the cage. North Tartan with control. Tried to get it back to the point, but they were unsuccessful in doing that, as they'll work their way behind or down low behind the cage. Kept alive at the point by Tabaka. And now worked over by Cheetah. Martinez. Down low, halts at the half wall. Tipped over by Tabaka, stolen. Breakout effort for Visitation here, possible. Killian, right circle, lost the angle. Her mates were changing behind her, and that allowed North Tartan to scamper back into the neutral zone. 11.5 minutes to play in the second period, as that one goes over to Ann Killian, without a point this season so far. A very clean game has been played on both sides, with a 3-0 score to North Tartan. Back over to Pineda Martinez, who kept it alive at the point. Down low, quick shot to goal. Getting mugged on the play is Rosler for Tartan, and Pagel unsure of what she's able to do to keep the puck out of her net. We'll wait for the announcement to be sure, and we'll get a replay of it here. As the puck goes to Rosler in the right circle, Rosler, just classic driving to the net. 6:04, the time of Rosler's goal, her third of the season. Rosler and Martinez with her second assist of the game. And we have a goalie change for Visitation. Pagel out of the net in favor of, I would say, Cadence Cooper. We'll get the number if we can. It is Cadence Cooper in net now for Visitation. For 4-0, Pagel pulled in favor of Cooper. And North Tartan looking to pour it on. We'll give you the book on Cooper here in a moment, as the puck goes into the corner for a rugby scrum won by North Tartan. Knobloch shoots one wide of the cage. Rebound goes back into the far corner. 9:40 left to play in the second period. Back behind, and Visitation can't buy a break. Right as I say that, they'll enter the offensive zone, dump it in, and that dump in courtesy of Abby Hiemauer. 4 goals in the season for Hiemauer, as North Tartan will control this. Brought in by Visitation, 2-on-1 if they wanted it. The pass came from Munoz and got over to Fenlon, but they were unable to do anything with it. 9 minutes and a penny left to play in the second period. And that puck rainbows to the blue line, not out. Quick shot in, and Nicole James up to it. Save made by James. Let's give you the book on Cadence Cooper if we can. She has an 8.0 goals against average and a .750 save percentage. She does have a win to her record, and it's a 6-4 victory at Pine City back on November 16th, where she made 19 saves And also for Cooper, she faced 9 shots against Jefferson, made 5 saves in a 10-0 loss back on November 11th. .8:43 to go in the second. And Visitation having trouble controlling the puck. Here comes North Tartan, who are again looking to run and hide. Puck trapped, low slot, quick shot, save Cooper. Rebound back behind, and the trouble not over for Visitation. Just like we were thinking going into the game, Martinez has it stolen from her. Breakout opportunity for Visitation. Quick shot and a save made, Nicole James. 8 minutes and a nickel remaining in the second period of play as North Tartan controls on the ricochet. They'll bring it ahead, far side, Martinez. She'll dump it in, and Visitation will regather with Doran. Doran got it over to Allen, and that shot floated wide. 7:40 to play in the second period. As the pass intercepted by Kretsch. Kretsch around the corner, waiting for a teammate, and she got Wheaton. Now North Tartan playing a little bit defensively. Killian has her pocket picked. Here comes North Tartan. Left side, quick shot, wide of the cage. Rebound, bounces out front like a pinball, and it comes to Visitation. Short side, the shot from Killian wouldn't go, and Kate Killian is wondering what she has to do. Brought ahead by North Tartan. Iced by Tabaka. We will play on, 6:40 left to play in the second. And that one goes out into the slot area. Quick shot, wouldn't go. Or actually, that was more of a dump in, if you're thinking about it, for North Tartan. Far side, quick shot. I don't think that ever got on net. Brought back by Visitation, out of the zone they come. Race to the puck, won by North Tartan rather easily. Knobloch, and that's Haley Knobloch, who won the race. Puck will be iced down, and with 6:04 remaining in the game's second period, want to send a quick shout out to friend of Suburban Community Channels, Alex Westad, tuning in. Glad maybe one or both of the Westads have joined us on this lovely Tuesday night. North Tartan with a 4-0 lead. Brought back for a shot by Visitation's Killian that goes by the wayside. 5:50 left to play in the second period. Killian worked it over, got it to her sister, Kate. Kate was offside. .543 to play in the second period. 4-0 North Tartan. Face off in the neutral zone, won by North Tartan. As it is worked over to Schwantez. Schwantez eventually got it on to Emily Knobloch. Knobloch, shot was blocked. 5:20 left to play in the second period as this one is worked around the corner. Now Visitation with possession. And around the corner it'll go. Picked up on the far side by Elena Hedberg. And North Tartan having trouble controlling. That's Hackman with a goal already tonight. Knobloch, and that's Emily Knobloch. 4:45 left to play in the second. Now over to Knobloch. Worked out of the scrum, and North Tartan with control. Have a fun fact on Knobloch for you in a moment. 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Puck back down low and out high. It'll go to Knobloch, and the shot wide from Haley. May have been high too. Brought back over, I believe North Tartan was offside, or would have been offside on the delay. Whistle goes. Emily Knobloch, by the way, a game-winning goal against Park of Cottage Grove at 9:10 of the second period of that game about a week ago. But it is North Tartan with a 4-goal lead here. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to play, second period of play. This one found by Hackman. Her shot from the point wouldn't go. Rebound near corner. Visitation will look to go to work. Mighty mountain to climb for Visitation though. As thrown to the ice was Ann Killian. Quick shot up high. And Caitlin Hackman had top cheese written all over that. Now back in behind. And around it'll go to Schwantez. Bouncing around like a jumping bean. Schwantez picks this up, deflected by a skate, and out to the neutral zone it'll go. 3:20 left to play in the second period. North Tartan picking up right where they left off. On the attack. Visitation now with a centering feed just off the stick of Nicole James. Haven't had a chance to call her name much, and that's because she's not been really involved in the play. That'll go down for an icing call with 2:47 to play in the second period of play. You see the North Tartan bench, a happy bench from the looks of it. With a 4-0 lead, I would be as well. I would be even happier if I was in net, so I can relate to Nicole James a little bit. Shots on goal unofficial, 15-5 in favor of North Tartan over Visitation, and Visitation was getting outshot 9-0 at one point in the game. Brought ahead by North Tartan. They were onside, or were they? Looks like offside at the line. But yeah, 15-5. The shots on goal, as you see there in the second line of our graphic, with 2:34 remaining in the second period. Innovation at the name of the game, especially in production trucks. Visitation loses the draw but picks it up on the far side as Wheaton looked to do the business, but she was fought back. 2 1/4 remaining in the second period of play. And North Tartan again looking to add insurance. Whistle goes. Hand pass is called. And so that puck will exit, or that face-off will exit the zone. And it is a North Tartan hand pass. It'll go the length of the ice. And North Tartan will have to work 200 feet. They win the draw, and this goes back to Schwantez. Credited with North Tartan's fastest goal of the season at 13 seconds 4 days ago in their contest against St. Croix Valley. 13 seconds into the game, I should say, not into the second or third period. Brought back in by Hedberg. Hedberg bumped off the puck. It'll go to Knobloch, but in an offside position. 1:42 to go, second period of play. 4-0 North Tartan. Jeff Disher and a cast of a few with you here from Oakdale. Glad you've joined us. Puck down, face-off won by North Tartan. And I don't know that Visitation has won a face-off all night. But North Tartan with control of this. And it'll go the length. Icing waved, 1:20 left to play in the second period. And now Visitation looking to go to work. They have a mighty mountain to climb and about 18 minutes of game time to do it. Brought back in, low slot, quick shot, and the save, no, may have glanced up the side of the net. I won't give that save to James. Final minute of play in the second period. Race to the puck, won by North Tartan, and Martinez looking for a three-point night. Her centering pass wouldn't work, but she keeps the puck on the half wall. This goes over to Hackman. Rugby scrum forward in the far corner, 35 to go in the period. Now a rugby scrum near side. Picking that up is Kretsch for Visitation. And Kretsch is just trying to get to the room right now. With Visitation down 4-0. Final 13 seconds of play in the second period. That will go the length of the ice, icing the whistle and icing the call. 9.9 remaining. As you see Cadence Cooper in net now replacing Katie Pagel. But that change occurring after the fourth goal scored by North Tartan, for those who need to keep track of that sort of thing. And know people who have. Quick shot from the point, wouldn't go. Final seconds of the period. Quick shot to goal! At 16:57, North St. Paul, Tartan goes up 5-0, and that looks to be Lily Wold. Traffic in front, we'll see a replay here momentarily, and it does. Wold gets the pass out front and just scores. Says, oh hey, look what I found. Buzzer goes, and at the end of 2 periods of play, it is North St. Paul Tartan with a 5-0 lead on Visitation. Keep in mind, Visitation has seen both goalies enter the game. We'll wait. So it is Wold from Tobacco at the end of the period at 16:57. And so we'll go to the second intermission as North Tartan leads Visitation by a count of 5-0. Second intermission activities coming up on Suburban Community Channels.
There is a road laid out for me.
Boxes everywhere. And this is gonna be Addie's room.
I am blind.
You're really gonna like it.
I hope so. Yeah. I know this road is there for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Waits down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
I got this.
I know this road is there for me.
Okay.
If I'm really free, take me down to the river and wash me.
What's more dangerous? A man who isn't afraid of death or one who's found everything to live for? I asked him if he was proud of me, He emphatically said yes as he laid his pecan-colored head on my chest, and I went through my mind 1,000 times to figure out what that could possibly mean, and every single example ended in motivation for me. So you may not be afraid to die, but I'm more afraid to let them down. And I found something to live for, which is a dangerous motor forever fueled. See, your thoughts may be involuntary, but my actions are very calculated. I was a man with a plan, but now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't take that from me. My sons ain't raised by no coward, and they won't be one either. If this be the measure of a man, the yardstick gonna need way more meters. I take it too far, so they never come up short, because I found everything to live for.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding. Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Back at Tartan Arena on the campus of Tartan High School in Oakdale, Minnesota, and that is no misprint. It is 5-0 North Tartan over Visitation through 34 minutes of play in Oakdale on a lovely Tuesday night. As we are getting ready to see the goals from the second period. This first goal of the period looked to be Hackman's first goal of the game, and that would be Caitlin Hackman. This is Rosler driving Ella Rosler driving the net for her first goal. And then this final goal of the period for North Tartan should be Lily Wold's second of the game, for her second goal and her 4th point overall on the year. And after 2 periods of play, you see the stats, unofficial at this point, 19-5 shots on goal, favoring North Tartan, meaning Visitation has made 14 saves. But remember that Cadence Cooper came in after the 4th goal of the game for Tartan was scored. So keep in mind that Katie Pagel has not seen or would not have seen all 4 of those goals, or would have seen all 4, Katie Pagel would have seen 4 of the first 5 goals, there it is. And then Cooper let in the 5th goal that you just saw in that package. Interesting point on the bottom line of that graphic too. No carryover power plays nor penalties for the second period in a row. And I believe there's a first time for everything. I don't think I have seen that. I've definitely seen that through one period in any game I've called in my career, but I don't think I've seen that in the space of 2 periods. So you see North Tartan's upcoming schedule on your screen there. They're playing this same Visitation team a week from tonight at Visitation. Then they host Woodbury right back on this ice surface. Are on the road to face Simley, and December 10, they'll take on Hastings before going on the road for 2 games. 1 home game versus Mahtomedi before Christmas, and then Mahtomedi and Tartan will see the ice again before the new year. South St. Paul, Irondale, St. Anthony, and Hudson round out the North Tartan girls hockey schedule through January 7th. And as you see there, it is 5-0 North Tartan as we get set for the 3rd period of play, and we'll have that 3rd period for you coming up on SCC TV.
When we walk, when we reach, when we play, we're moving through life. Lately, we haven't been moving enough. An estimated 80% of Americans aren't getting their recommended daily physical activity. This is a health crisis, and the solution is in our hands and our feet. It's on our shoulders, it's on our backs, it's in our souls. It's time to move and keep moving, America. Wherever you are, however you can. Movement reduces your risk of diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. It improves your brain function, pain management, and immune system. And when you need help, physical therapists and physical therapist assistants are by your side, increasing your strength and mobility and improving your quality of life through prescribed exercise and teamwork. Because we are meant to climb, to dance, to soar, to thrive. Choose to move. Choose physical therapy.
Imagine a world with more music. Rhythms and melodies that dare us to move when our differences divide us.
I want to create for beautiful moments. Music that inspires
and fills the air with hope. I will mix frequencies that resonate. What I create will help me find my voice. Something powerful and strong.
It won't be easy. It might seem impossible.
But we will create anthems that unite us.
Our music
can change the world.
The Asian longhorned beetle is an invasive insect, a black and white tree-eating menace. It's here in our area, eating holes in our trees. Perfectly round holes, no larger than a dime, in trees across our region. The Asian longhorned beetle is destroying our trees. It burrows inside, where it literally eats our trees where they stand. Then it chews its way out, making that round hole you see. Lots of these beetles mean lots of holes. Holes that could take away lots of our trees. Look for holes in your trees. By keeping an eye out, we can put an end to the Asian longhorned beetle and help keep our trees safe. Report the Asian longhorned beetle. Don't let it put a hole in our tree population. Call or go online at AsianLonghornedBeetle.com.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that.
Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy, or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out Chic and STEM to get started.
Back at Tartan Arena for the third period of play in a few moments as North Tartan leads Visitation 5-0 through 34 minutes of play. Jeff Disher here on a lovely Tuesday night in Oakdale. You wouldn't know that it was winter coming into the rink today. I believe the temperature peaked in the upper 40s at the outset of the day. But through 34 minutes, as you saw there, it was North Tartan with a 5-0 lead. And because we showed North Tartan's upcoming schedule, I want to get to Visitation's upcoming schedule if we can. After tonight, they host 2 straight games on November 27 against Woodbury. That is an 8 p.m. start. And then a week from now, they'll see North St. Paul Tartan. That is a 6 o'clock start before going on the road for 3 straight games through December 7 in Red Wing, New Prague, and Waseca. And you see the rest of the schedule there up until the new year. And Visitation hosting Red Wing December 28 from what I can see there. The quickest of the return games for any of those 2-game series as the officials come back out onto the ice for the third period of play. You see the score by periods. Not something completely surprising as we were preparing for this game, but it is North Tartan in control from the word go, or from the sound of the puck hitting the ice, as it were. Shots on goal through 2 periods of play, unofficially 18-5 favoring North Tartan. Visitation held without a shot on goal in the first period, although they got close. And on the end, they're going to be attacking here in the third. As you would see it from a game camera, they the shot that I'm referencing just whizzed past the far post, but that was the closest they got to a shot on goal in the game's opening frame. Visitation, by the way, in the goal scoring department entering the game, only scored 9 goals in 3 games. They have 20 goals allowed entering play tonight, and that is not including 1 game played earlier in the month of November. As they were beaten by Bloomington Jefferson, most notably 10-0 back on November 11. And I actually have that stat wrong. It should be 7 goals scored. I take that back. 7 goals scored for Visitation, 20 allowed. As we get set for the third period of play, an ecstatic North Tartan bench. 5-0, 17 on the clock. Here we go. North Tartan with possession to start the period, and the puck tipped on the way in, so no icing on the way down. Rugby scrum in the corner, almost materialized. as North Tartan skates right to left. They had possession of the puck, still the pill still loose. It'll come over to Novak. Novak with a shot, tried to rainbow one from the short side, and it would not work. Cadence Cooper with the save, as Cooper came in after North Tartan's 4th goal of the game. So the starter, Katie Pagel, only seeing 4 of the 5 goals affect her goals against average and other important stats like that. Centering feed for North Tartan there would not work. Is going to chase that is Selena Pineda Martinez, as he says with two breaths. Back over it comes to Visitation. And Visitation has had signs of life, but no goals to show for it on the scoreboard. 16 minutes to play in the game's final period of play. Kretsch will pick this one up, has it stolen from her, and a wide open net missed by Aaron Young. Rebound will come back over to the point, and now near side, left circle, quick shot by Hackman, wouldn't go. Rebound for Visitation as they come up the near wing. Doran bumped off the puck, no, check that. Hiemauer checked off the puck. And here comes North Tartan as that pass goes the length of the ice, missing Ellie Volkers, and an icing call with 15:24 to go in regulation. Here is a look at Volkers' side of the net. And we'll go back down to the North Tartan end for the draw. Face-off won by North Tartan. It's a 5-0 lead. I don't expect North Tartan to do anything different, and they're going back into what's worked. Save Cooper. Around the corner it'll go. Near Volkers. Fights through a check, and it comes back to the point. Schwantez with a shot. Fought off. And that was actually Emily Knobloch coming around the corner. Whistle, and our first penalty of the game at 2:07 for a hook. First penalty of the game comes at 2:07 in the 3rd period of play. Who, I ask you, is the guilty party? It is a North Tartan player by the name of Ellie Volkers. Volkers for a hook at 2:07. So Visitation's power play will go to work. A 25% power play at 2 for 8. North St. Paul Tartan's penalty kill 9 for 11 on the season. We knew we would get there. It was just a matter of when. Brought back ahead by Visitation. And you see the power play counter counting down. Again, I like the innovation in the production truck. Visitation will pick this one up. And over to Hannah Allen, and Allen's pass intended for Doran. Doran has her pocket picked. You see the penalty kill and the power play stats on your screen. That shot might have been on goal off the pad of Cooper. Brought back ahead by Visitation. This is Hannah Allen. Works her way through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Tried to get a shot away. She did. Save made with 13 3/4 minutes to play in the 3rd. Backhanded down low. Quick shot left circle. Save made by James. Rebound out to the neutral zone as 42 seconds remains on the power play. Visitation having trouble controlling it. They were onside though, as they're actually in a delayed offside position, allowing North Tartan to control. 25 left to go on the man advantage, as Visitation now looking to skate out. And I suppose they could look at this as things to improve on for Woodbury in a few days' time, as they are set to host Woodbury on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Brought back on by Kretsch. Penalty over. 5-a-side hockey we play. As North Tartan will skate this one ahead. 2-on-1. Pass tried to get through to Volkers, but the play bumped, or the play eschewed by a skate of Visitations. Brought back on by Visitation to center and beyond. Hiemauer worked that one on, tried the old dump and chase, and it wouldn't work. As North Tartan comes ahead, Volkers into the slot. 1 into 2 doesn't go, but Schwantes kept that alive as she got it over to Volkers. Far side, Volkers back down low, pirouetted out of the play, did she? As Visitation trying to clear, bouncing puck, low slot, quick shot, and a save made. Rebound back in behind, centered back to the point, quick shot there, off bodies in front, Volkers picks it up and scores. Time of the goal, 5:05, and it looks to be Volkers. And now we get into a situation where you'll have running time the rest of the way, I believe. It is a 6-0 lead to North Tartan. As you see the shot from the point, Volkers picked that up, and it is her second point of the night. So from right now, we should have running time the rest of the way. As North Tartan continuing to pick up where they left off. They have a touchdown on the board. Martinez with a hat trick of assists, if you will. And one of the Knoblauchs also credited with the second assist there. As 11:19 remains in the third period, we will go to running time, is what the public address is saying. As North Tartan looking to turn on the gas and just go. 2-on-1, low slot, quick shot, and a save made. So in the Minnesota State High School League, running time is instituted when a team is up 6 goals or more. But if Visitation were to score and make it a 5-goal difference, we would revert back to stop time. This is how this works. And so we'll do our best to get you times of important events the rest of the way. Visitation with the draw. Kretsch around the corner, trying to find a teammate to get the heck out of Dodge. And Visitation finally does. Race to the puck, 2-on-1 at the line if they want it, but Selena Pineda-Martinez winning the race there for North Tartan. Puck kept alive at the point, though, by Killian. And around the corner it'll go. 9:51 to play in the third period. North Tartan has run away and hide as that pass intercepted by Munoz. Munoz, right circle, backhand try, wouldn't go. I don't actually know she got the shot off. You see unofficial shots on goal there, 22-7, favoring North Tartan. And that's been the game. That trend is describing the game perfectly, if you look at it from a critical standpoint. Puck trapped at the half wall just in front of the Visitation bench as they'll bring it ahead. Emily Knoblauch, her game-winning goal against Park of Cottage Grove came at 9:10 of the second period. Quick shot there, save made. Cooper, rebound, and that's why you play to a whistle. North Tartan hacking at it until the whistle goes, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Cooper as the net may be off. It'll be adjusted here. It'll be to the left of Cooper, actually. Puck down, face-off won by North Tartan. Back in behind. North Tartan looking to kick the extra point. Back to the point. Puck sent down low, just out of the reach of Volkers, who plays it around the corner. Emily Knobloch to Volkers and back over to McClellan. Actually, check that. That's Molly Hulte. Emily Knobloch worked it around. Got it over. Eventually getting it over to Volkers. Now Visitation looking to turn and go. They can't do that at the moment as 7:35 remains to be played. Puck off the official, but will play on as it did not leave the rink. Novak with a goal tonight as she'll send it the length of the ice. No icing indicated by the official, and we play on. Back over near Aaron Wobsey. Wobsey sent it around the corner, and waiting for it is Haley Knobloch. 7 minutes to play. Pass intercepted, the pass intended for Wobsey. And now North Tartan looking to, I suppose, coast their way in as they'll go to 3-1 on the season with 6:40 left to play and a 6-0 lead. Picked up on the far side by Caitlin Hackman. Now back over, Haley Knobloch involved in the play. And here comes North Tartan. Brought back on and into the offensive zone by Tabaka. Tabaka lost it, and here comes Visitation. Munoz backhands it in on goal. The save easily made by Nicole James. Here comes North Tartan on the ricochet. Schwantes skates in with purpose, short side, loose pill in front, and it wouldn't go for Schwantes and company. Puck kept alive by Schwantes. Left circle, loose, and North Tartan maintains possession. Now into the corner, Lambert, and I believe that pass was intended for Schwantes. Quick shot, got it to Rosler, near side, and now Rosler back behind the net surveying her options. Rosler in front, deflects, and the puck pinballing. Schwantes with a shot, wouldn't go, rebound, score! Only argument I can make against that is the potential for a high stick, but it is Ella Rosler with her second goal of the game, and she kicks the extra point. I'll watch the replay here as it'll bounce high off a Visitation skate. That's in. Seeing it live, from my angle, I thought her stick was high, or may have been high for a second, but Visitation didn't argue it, and the replay confirms it. 7-0 North Tartan, running and hiding. No pigskins here at Tartan Arena, though. This is an arena football. Brought back on by Caitlin Hackman, who's looking for 8. As it goes around the corner, Tabaka back to the point. 4:15 left to play in the game, as this is found by Riley Novak. 8 different players for North Tartan tonight contributing on the score sheet. As that pass down low, quick shot, side of the cage, Cooper out to save that. Novak Over into the corner, got it to Tabaka, quick shot, wide. Rebound in the control of North Tartan. Centering feed, just out of the reach of Aaron Young, and that shot missed wide left. Rebound, and our second penalty of the game for contact here in the corner. It'll be a body check. Time of the penalty, we're going to call it 13:35. And the guilty party is, I did not get the jersey number. We'll wait for it to appear on the board. If it appears at all. And this actually might be could potentially be a 5-minute variety. No, it's a 2-minute penalty to Munoz for body checking. At 14:35, again, that unofficial because we're in running time. Hackman sends it down low. And North Tartan on the power play in a 7-0 game. Hackman. Hackman got it dropped off. Quick shot deflected by Olsen. Back over into the corner. 2:20 left to go in the game. 1:30 left to play in the man advantage for Tartan. Back over, kept alive by Hedberg, who had the pass almost too hot to handle. Hackman near side, rainbows up over the net. Rebound to Visitation, but the puck kept alive by Hedberg. Hedberg back down low, got it back at the point. Hedberg advances as it goes down low. Loose pill in front, Hedberg tried to get there, but she was unsuccessful in doing that. 1:50 to go in the game. 7-0 North Tartan. And North Tartan coasting their way home as this is Tabaka. Tabaka's pass intercepted by Visitation. And now North Tartan re-enters. Elena Martinez in the left circle, stops and pops a pass over to Greta Kolchak-Klein. Puck drop down low to Rosler. That shot rainbows up over the cage. 1:13 to go in the game. And back at the point. Quick shot in, save Cooper, rebound, low slot. Visitation having trouble clearing. 1 minute to play, and the save made. As the power play will be over. But Munoz can come out at the next draw, which is in a moment. And now Munoz doesn't come back on the ice as a quick shot there. I think Visitation realized they would have had too many men. 13 seconds to play. And a pass to a vacant point. 7 seconds, and this one is over. As Visitation will go to 1-3 on the season with the buzzer sounding now. Visitation goes to 1-3 on the season as North St. Paul Tartan wins their third game by a count of 7-0. You see the celebration there for North Tartan as the handshake line will ensue. I did not get final shots on goal, however, that is elementary. The result is what you see on the screen. It is North Tartan with a 7-0 decision over Visitation. And for everyone that's been a part of this one, Jeff Disher signing off from Tartan Arena as North Tartan defeats Visitation by a count of 7-0. So long, everybody.